Hey everybody, it's Uncle Joey with Empower Me, and I just wanted to go over a few cool new things with MyGuide. So we're going to open up the app, and one of the things I want to show you is how to change your profile picture and talk about a few other cool new things. So to start, I'm going to go on the hamburger menu, and I'm going to click on my name down here to get into my settings, my account settings. And to change my profile picture, I'm going to click on this pencil. And of course I can change all these other things, but if I go right here to change profile picture, that'll open up my my device's photos, and from here I can choose an image that I want on there. So I'm just gonna choose this one. Needed a haircut. I think we all do right now, but anyway, back out, and as you can see, my image has been updated, and what you might notice is that 5 right here, and you might be hard to notice, but there's actually a ring that goes all the way around, and that ring and that number is my experience points. So once that ring touches the 5 and goes all the way around, I will then go from a 5 to a 6 in experience points. That's something kind of cool to look forward to. Right now they're just kind of bragging rights, and it shows everybody how advanced or how much you've been using MyGuide. So kind of a tool that can be used by mentors and also just to kind of show your general use of it. Starting out as a 1, going a 1 to a 2, you actually gain points fairly quickly. It's easier to go from 1 to 2. Going from a 5 to a 6 might take a little bit more time. And this is all based on how much you're playing MyGuide, editing guides, or building them for some of the more advanced users. Now for the image, that it shows not only here, but also if you have any guardians under the reports area, those images are going to show up there as well. So you'll be able to see those people that way. If you have a guardian, say a teacher or a group home of something like that, they'll be able to see who you are, not just the name. So personalizes it a bit more. What I want to talk about now is libraries and being able to copy guides from public libraries or shared libraries into your own library. So to do that, I'm going to start by going to public library, and just like any of the libraries, we have a handful of shelves here. And just to give you a quick example, I'm going to go to school at home. Now here, all of these guides you can actually play directly from here, but if you want to customize them or maybe make it a little bit easy to access, we're going to go ahead and click on the guide that we want, and instead of hitting play, we're going to hit copy. Now copying actually creates this little clipboard in the top right, and what we're going to do, we're going to go back and we're going to go to my library, and then these are my personal shelves. I'm going to go to Joe's shelf, or my shelf, and from here I'm going to click that little clipboard, and it's going to copy that guide onto this shelf. That way I'll be able to edit that guide however I want. And of course, to do that, we click on it, we can do edit, and we get into the editor, which is pretty cool. But for now, we're just going to exit out of that. Another thing I want to show you is a focused shelf. So to eliminate any kind of distractions, we can focus this shelf. Now I'm in Joe's shelf, and to do that, to focus this shelf, I'm going to click on the triple dot menu at the top right, and I'm going to go to shelf settings. Again, all kinds of settings here that we can use, but if we want to focus just this shelf, click on that triple dot menu again, and focus shelf. It asks, are you sure? It talks about what focusing shelves do, which is what I'm going to explain. We're going to click focus Joe's shelf. Now, this probably looks a lot similar, but if you notice, there's no plus down here. I can't add a guide. I can't get to the side menu. I can't back out of this shelf. It is just this shelf. Now, another thing that we can also do is, while here, when you click on a guide, it automatically plays. So if I was to click on this guide, it opens up. Now before, we had that pop-up that came up, it said play, edit, more, all that. This goes right into using a guide. Let me exit out of that. And so this streamlines playing a guide. Now, if you want to exit the focused shelf, you're going to click this little square icon. actually, before I do that, let me show you this thing too. If I close out of MyGuide, all right, completely closed, when I open up MyGuide again, it automatically goes directly to that shelf. Boom. So again, it eliminates any kind of extra steps or maybe distractions. So that's pretty cool. You can jump right into the lessons. Now, if you want to exit out of that focused shelf, we're going to click this little, I guess, square icon, corner icon at the bottom. Make sure you want to exit. Yeah, let's get out of here. Now we're back to the shelf, and look at that. I just went from level 5 to level 6. So, that's pretty cool. Anyway, those are a few of the new features and some of the stuff that might help make your MyGuide experience a little bit better and hopefully build up on those experience points. Talk to you guys soon.